Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. And that's right, boys and girls, Commander Legends Battles for Baldur's Gate has been spoiled. There's some leaks of some cards, and I've got some product information and some leaks from where they got posted early on Amazon so that you guys can see what the prices are looking like Amazon style and what things are going to be leaked or come out. Now, before we get started, remember like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comments down below, feed the YouTube algorithm, blah 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 blah. We're heading to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate anything you guys can do, so please subscribe up. If you've done everything you can to do that, you still want to help a brother out. Link in the description to the Patreon page, my eBay store, where all my box opening series cards go for sale. And there's an email in there if you'd like to advertise on the channel or just donate a little bit to get a shout out and help support the channel and sponsor a couple of videos. I'd appreciate that too. Anyway, moving right along, let's get to the juicy part. Trade tables and seat back, boys and girls, as we're taking off. Ta-da! That's right. Commander Legends are reprinting the Commander lands back into this set. So this is apparently going to be the set symbol. But yeah, of course there's 5. I didn't get them all on one screen, so I'm professional. Anyway, so all the Commander Legends, 2 or more lands. This was first came out in Battleborn. They did get reprinted in several sets as specialty cards like Expeditions and Zendikar and things like that. So these are going to be in the Commander set, so it's going to have a good land cycle. These are easily going to be $5, $10 cards. The foils are probably worth a ton. So yeah, glad to see that. Moving right along, now to some real juice. Lightning Bolt's back, baby. This time it's a common. So 1 red, uh, 3 damage. Love the picture, and it's Lightning Bolt. What more can you say? All right, moving right along. Next we have Fireball's back. And this is pretty cool. Like Fireball, get it? Baldur's Gate, Fireball the spell. Anyway, so good old Fireball, red and 1. The spell costs 1 more to cast for each target beyond the first. Fireball deals X damage divided evenly, rounded down among any number of targets, just like the good old one. It's an uncommon. It's a great card. I'm glad it's in here, especially since it's D&D themed. After that, we end up with the Wand of Wonder. Wonder, who? Anyway, so for a red and 3, thank God, that's a lot of mana. It's a rare for 4 and tapping it. So if you can cast it, you can tap it. You roll a die 20. So rolling die 20s are back, guys. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile an instant or sorcery. So that's for every opponent you have, and then you shuffle the rest into their library. You may cast up to X instants or sorcery spells from among the cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. At 1 through 9, you get to do it once. 10 through 19, 2 of them. And 20, you get 3. This is probably should have been mythic because this is going to be a very expensive card. This is easily a $10 or $20 card. And there's going to be lots of alternate art cards that I've already seen get spoiled out there. Sorry, I'm not bringing those to you. I'm not going to fluff the video with alternate art cards just for the giggles so you guys can see them. When you just want the nitty gritty of what's going on out there. So I like it. I think it's going to be a great commander card. I really think it should have been a mythic though. So moving right along. Next we have the Elder Brain. That is disgusting. I'm assuming those are mind flayers. So for 2 black and 5, you get a 6/6 horror with menace. When the Elder Brain attacks a player, exile all cards from that player's hand. Oh my. Then they draw that many cards. Okay. You may play lands and cast spells from among the exile cards as long as they remain exiled. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana of any mana as well as any. So this is an amazing commander card. Yeah, it's 7 mana. Yes, you can cheat it into play. Yes, people are going to love it. So this is kind of cool. I do like this. And the best thing about this, guys, being a commander set, right, is you may look at this and go, oh, this would be awful in standard or whatever because you can get it out of the graveyard and blah, blah, blah. It's commander. Calm down. You only get 1 in the deck. So I do like it. I think it's a pretty decent rare. I don't know if it's going to be worth a whole lot. But if someone starts building around it and it becomes popular, it might pick up speed pretty quick. All right, next we have our first mythic, the Ancient Brass Dragon. So again, D&D, dragons of color, love it. So it's also 7 mana for a 7/6 with flying. Sweet mother of God. Whenever the Ancient Brass Dragon deals combat damage to a player, you roll a die 20. When you do, put any number of target creature cards with a total mana value X or less from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, where X is the result. Oh my lord. So notice here it says any number of target creature cards with total mana value X or less from graveyards. Everybody's. So this is going to be a highly played mythic, especially in those dragon builds and dragon decks we already have out there. This is going to be phenomenal. Going to be a high dollar card. Probably going to be one of the good ones. I is 7 mana though, so that might be the one thing that straddles it back from being a $50 card. Moving right along, next we have, that's right guys, it's Minsk and Boo, they're timeless heroes. So Minsk gets his Planeswalker card finally. So for a green, red, and 2 colorless, he comes in with 3 loyalty. It says here, when Minsk and Boo, timeless hero, enter the battlefield at the beginning of your upkeep, you may create Boo, a legendary 1/1 red hamster creature token with trample and haste. That's amazing. So for 4 mana and 3 loyalty, you get a 1/1 every turn with trample and haste. So that's a guaranteed blocker at the beginning of your upkeep. Now, not the turn you lay it. Well, actually, yeah, when it enters. So this makes for free a way to block it. And what's even better, the +1 put 3 +1/+1 counters on target creature with trample or haste. So basically, this hamster is a 4/4. That's a big deal. Like if this was in standard, people would lose their mind because that's way too good. And then the second part here from -2, it says sacrifice a creature. When you do, Minsk and Boo, timeless hero, deals X damage to any target where X is that creature's power. If the sacrificed creature was a hamster, you draw X cards. Oh my lord. So you can make a full 4 hamster on turn 1, then sack your hamster to deal damage to any target, like even another player, and then draw 4 cards. This thing is absurd. This is going to be a $100 card. Also, there's alternate art versions of this, which will definitely be a $100 card, especially in my opinion. Now, maybe I'm wrong. It is 4 mana, but this just seems too good. I mean, the only thing holding it back is it's red-green. But in Commander with dual lands, who cares? I mean, now we've got all the Ikoria lands, and then New Capenna finishes out the cycle. Plus, we have the dual lands for Commander back and getting reprinted again. Yeah, just this card seems amazing. It says here, Minsk and Boo, timeless heroes can be your commander. That makes it even worse. This thing may never go away. So yeah, some powerful stuff here. This is definitely a card to be looking out for, and I think it's going to be a pretty high dollar card if I'm not mistaken. Tell me in the comments down below what you think, but this thing seems busted. So next, moving right along, Reflecting Pool is back. So not too bad. Great card, works great with dual lands, so it's a great commander card. It's probably going to bring the value down a little bit, but this is easily going to be a $10 to $15 card again, especially as a rare. So yeah, I like the inclusion. I think it belongs. All right, moving along. All right, guys, so now let's talk about products. So in the product, here's what we're seeing. For your pre-release kit, you're going to get 3 draft boosters, a premium foil stamp card, a dungeon token, a arena code card, a storage box, and a spin down D20. Notice it says spin down, not roll. So interestingly enough, the bundle contains a spin down, while the pre-release kit actually contains a normal D20. Oh, I'm sorry, it says non-spin down here, and this one's a spin down. So here for your commander deck, it says, 198 card with cardboard premium, 10 double-sided tokens, a collector sample pack. So you get a free collector sample pack in the commander decks. That's pretty cool. A reference card, an insert card, life wheel, and deck-based art, and 1 deck box. So here's the thing I want to talk about, guys. Notice here it says dungeon token. They're talking about releasing a 4th dungeon. If you remember original D&D, there's 3 dungeons you could choose from, right, for when you adventure. There's a new dungeon token, which means adventure is coming back. We knew it was because it's the same kind of set as Dungeons and Dragons. So glad to see the mechanic come back. Luckily, it's not going to be put into standard, not because I don't think it would be fun, but because another dungeon or more venturing mechanics in standard may break that mechanic, because it's already pretty powerful in like white, black, and a few other things. So let's not push our luck. It's fine the way it is. Let's just leave it in Commander and be done with it. But this new dungeon token seems really cool. And what I really wonder is, will this dungeon token be restricted to Commander only, or older formats, or will it be usable in Standard? That's a good question. I'm gonna say it's not usable in Standard, but Wizards have done sillier stuff. So with that said, let's take a look at what we found on Amazon. Might still be up, it might not. But here's what I got as a pre-release teaser for how much what it's gonna cost on Amazon. Oh, here's the bundle, right? So we talked about that already. So the actual product here, the Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate Commander decks, all one through four. There's going to be four of them apparently. 138 for all four, so that's not really a bad price. That's only like 30-40 bucks a piece. Not too shabby, especially if they're going to be good. So I think these might be something you might want to pick up a couple extra of, and just kind of leave them in a box. If nothing else, pick them up to play them. They sound like they're going to be cool. All right, so other than commander decks, what else are we going to have in this set? That's right, boys and girls. There's going to be collector boosters, just like last time. So Amazon's got these priced at $273. I think that's way above margin. Um, don't buy these. They're definitely going to come out cheaper at a pre-release sale. Save your money for that. And just so you know, these are slated for the end of April. Or I'm sorry, June 10th. Sorry, June 10th is when these are slated to come out. So keep that in mind. So, other than collector boxes, what else could there be? Well, guess what? There's set booster boxes too. The set boosters are going to go for 106, which is not too bad. Uh, so that's going to be real cool because if there's a set booster box, that means that there is going to be a list slot. That also means that in that list slot, they could reprint some crazy, insane stuff. So I'm excited to get set boosters. Um, yeah, this is literally gonna be something cool. And then as you move on, of course, we have the bundle, which is looking like 50 bucks. It's a lot higher than normal bundles, but once again, I think when it comes out on June 10th area, it's gonna be a lot cheaper than 50 if you hit the pre-sale market. So just keep that in mind. And last but not least, that's right, draft booster boxes, which are higher than set boxes. Reason why? Well, you can't draft set boxes. So, food for thought. We'll review that later about whether or not we think you should be investing in set or draft boxes to put this back on the back burner. And that's really going to depend on what the list looks like, to be honest with you. And we'll cover that later. But, boys and girls, there you have it. There's the leaks of the cards, the sets, the products, what we're looking at. June 10th is the release date, so that means probably middle of April we're going to start getting some, or maybe even well, we've already got spoilers now, but the actual spoiler will actually probably start first or second week of April, and probably mid-April, last week of April, we're going to start seeing pre-sales go up. Real pre-sales, not this, hi, I'm Amazon, let me take your money because that's what I do as Jeff Bezos. Anyway, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until next time, be kind, and I hope to see you across from the game table. Heck, I might be playing some of this with you.